Hey, recording. Now I'm sharing. Okay. So you can create different types of, say, your load balancers. Okay. The earlier that I showed was the traffic. Okay, coming. Okay, but you have the option to choose different types of load balancers. Okay, this one I'll show to you because I also need to go to a little bit. Okay, see, it is called load balancing. Okay, in GCP. Okay, so when you say create a load balancer, okay, so see, these are the options that we already saw. Okay, so let's take simple. See, this also is a very important to remember. Okay, it is say layer 4 UDP. Okay, this is layer 7. Okay, and this is also layer 4. Now, if I say start configuration here, okay, see, okay, there are different types of load balancer. Okay, global HTTPS. So when do you use global HTTPS? Just go here and see. Okay, for external HTTPS workloads and globally dispersed users. Okay, so globally dispersed users. Now, global HTTPS load balancer classic. Okay, classic is for the classic load is earlier version. Okay, and does not support features such as advanced traffic management. Okay, so normally we choose this one. So what is this one? If when the say requests are coming from dispersed users or backend servers in multiple regions. Okay, now regional HTTP load balancers. Okay, this is uh, when it is coming from one geolocation. Okay, and there is only this is only between my VM or server services. Okay, now what is this? Okay, this is very normally that comes in the exam. Okay, that is wait, let me go to the presentation. What did I do? Did I do anything? No, right?
No, no,
uh,
screen share
uh,
stop.
oh, I stopped the sharing. Is it? I thought I did something wrong. Wait, because of uh, okay. So so what was I going to say here is here. Okay, so this is when you have when they say that it is coming from say uh, all over the globe. Okay, then use global HTTPS. Global SSL proxy. This is when you have SSL say installed. Okay, global TCP proxy similar. Okay, and regional. Okay, internal. Okay, regional global is when it is coming from say only from one geolocation, one region. A region internal means within the it is distributed within our own VMs. So what question? Okay, I expect. Okay, is this one? What they will say is okay. They will say okay. Uh, And do you need the traffic, to internet traffic to your VMs or serverless services or only between VMs in your network? Okay, so only VMs in your network. Okay, here only between my VMs or serverless services. Okay, at that time, what you choose? You choose internet facing. Okay, yeah, and regional internet facing, and not regional internal. Okay, regional internal is for that purpose. Okay, so this is very important. Now, domain name service. Okay, actually your GCP has inbuilt domain name service. Okay, like your host 01. Okay, then it has IP address. Host 02, then it has IP address. Okay, these are DNS. Okay, so you have a DNS service. Okay, in Google Cloud, that is uh, 88.8.8.8.8. Okay, and this is the DNS server. Okay, from this DNS server, so that everyone can get advantage of it, they have made this publicly available for everybody. Okay, Google has a highly developed DNS infrastructure that makes this particular, say, DNS server available to everyone. Okay, now cloud DNS. Okay, managed DNS service that runs on the same infrastructure as Google. Be very careful to know. Okay, cloud DNS. Okay, is a DNS service that runs on same infrastructure as Google's. That means Google's all DNS are say managed by this same cloud DNS
Cloud
that we are
DNS.
using. Yeah, that we are using, will be using. Low latency, high availability, and cost effective. Okay, the DNS information you publish, okay, is solved from redundant location around the world. So this is highly available. Means it is in located in redundant locations around the world, and whichever is nearest to you, the DNS name, DNS information will be fetched from that server. Okay, the DNS is programmable. Okay, you can publish and manage millions of DNS records and using the cloud console, the command line interface or API. Uh, this one DNS records, okay, and zones. Okay, I will show you in this AWS later on. Okay, but because I don't have DNS say like configured. Okay, so in this GCP, I took it from AWS. So what are zones and what are records? I'll show that to you. Okay, Google has, okay, edge caches all over the world. Okay, in every, say, most of the countries, okay, they have the edge caches. So what is edge caches? Okay, edge caches, okay, are mm, like similar to content delivery service network. Do you know CDN? Okay, even Azure has edge caches. This what do you call, AWS has edge caches. So edge caches are nothing. Okay, they are just storage of frequently used information, or say yeah, frequently used information in that particular country or in that particular, say, location. Okay, for example, you have your data center, you have your, say, your VM instance in US East 1, okay, and zone A, US East zone 1A. Okay, now if you are accessing it from Mumbai, okay, now or India, let's say India, now the data needs to travel from there and come to India and then give it to your system, correct? Okay, now what happens is, next time, okay, if you are again using the same, say, query, okay, same URL, okay, the information will be available in the edge cache. Okay, and it will be given from that country's edge cache only, and that means it is what is happening here, what is increasing? Sorry,
It is faster.
it is
Latency
faster.
will improve.
Latency will,
Like it will be faster delivery, right? Because it is
yes,
available
that
in
is
the edge, it will be
okay.
faster.
I understood, faster performance. Okay, somebody said latency. So what will happen to the latency? Latency, what will happen?
It will be less.
Yes, you don't say that latency will increase. Okay, actually, this is a confusing term. I said in the very beginning only, Siva was not there. Latency is separate way to define than high availability. High availability means higher the availability. Okay, high, more performance, more performance, high performance. Okay, and high redundancy. Okay, but For latency, which is better? Lower latency. You are correct. Latency will be impacted because if you go to US and get the information and come back to you, the time taken will be more. So high latency. Now the information is cached here in your in that place locations, edge location. Suppose you have a HTTP URL, okay, that page is say page, okay. Now that page instead of coming from US is coming from your edge cache, so the latency will reduce. So what is latency? It is say the time taken, okay, to bring your query results back to you, okay, to go to the request and the request come back to you is your latency. So lesser the latency, okay, better the performance, okay, better the system. So edge caches. So edge caches are say storage where information is stored from say a particular say web service, and then it is stored here in the edge cache. And next time it is, if the query from that country goes there, it will come up very fast. Okay, so edge cache. Cloud CDN, I just talked about content delivery network. Okay, is similar. This content delivery network is lower network latency. It has lower network latency. What it is, the context will experience reduced load. It saves money, enabled with a single checkbox. Let's say, for example, okay, you want to enable content delivery for your say load balancer. Okay, now, or you want to for your VM instance. Okay, so with content delivery, what happens is, okay, they have content delivery locations all over the world. Okay, now your information, okay, will start being loaded into content delivery system, okay, instead of the say so next time when the request goes, it goes first to the CDN. Then if it will go, if not available in CDN, then only it will go to the say your server, main server, wherever you have stored your say web server. Okay, so content delivery, okay, uh, is lower network latency, okay, because they are nearer to your location. Okay, so your information instead of being called from the VM, it is called from the CDN. Okay, you get the results from CDN. So network latency will reduce, and as well as they have very high performance network backbone. Okay, so backbone is the internal networking system of Google Cloud. Okay, their internal say networking. Okay, that backbone is very strong, and so it has lower latency. Origins of content will experience reduced load. Very true. Instead of every request going to say to the VM, okay, or your web server, it will get information from the CDN itself. Okay, so the load to the web server will only be experienced when there is say no data in the CDN. Now it saves money. Can anybody tell me how? How does it save money? Yeah, go ahead.
Save money.
Yeah.
Cost.
How?
Cost is
Sorry?
cost.
Yes,
Cost is less.
no. CDN will cost you more. Okay, when you buy when you use CDN, it will cost money. Okay, but here it said save money. The reason is, okay, your request is not going to the web server every time. Okay, so when it is not going to the web server every time, okay, so what is happening? Okay, your data is not going to the load balancer, okay, or your your server. Okay, let's say for example your cloud bucket, cloud storage. If it goes to the cloud storage every time, okay, so whenever you download the data, okay, so that is what? Expensive, correct? When you download the data, you have to pay. Okay, so that is say reduced, so it saves money. That means, and it saves money due to performance also. Okay, because your system is performing faster, okay, you don't have to install more systems. Okay, that will also save money. So save money is in a say a different context here. But if you use CDN, you have to pay. CDN is costly. Enable with a single click. So you just need to click a single checkbox. Uh, okay. Your this is very important. Okay. When you want to connect to your say Google Cloud, okay, from your network, okay, there are different methods. Okay, so you need to know them. They may give you four out of three out of this, and they may give you or they may give five of this, and or one of them may not be the way of connecting to Google Cloud from your data center. Okay, then you have to choose three out of them. They'll give two incorrect and three correct. Okay, you have to choose three of them. Okay, so these are the ways to connect. IP, you can use IPsec VPN protocol. Okay, you can create an IPsec VPN say gateway between your say Google Cloud and your data center, and then you can connect by using tunneling IPsec VPN tunnel. Okay, and you can use direct peering also. Direct peering means you have a gateway installed in your data center, and there is a gateway BPC, okay, in the gateway to the BPC in your Google Cloud, and both of them can be directly peered. Okay, peer means similar to what we do peering between two networks BPCs. So similarly, you can do the peering between your data center network and GCP network VPC. Okay, that is direct peering. You are peering directly. Okay, carrier peering. Okay, so what happens in this one is, okay, you request to the actually Google Cloud has a lot of say uh, carrier say uh, 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 combination. They have say um, how to say, they have agreements, okay, between different carriers like Vodafone, okay, like you what do we have others, Reliance. Okay, so what they do what you do is you connect to the carrier, okay, and through that carrier's peering you connect to the Google Cloud. Okay, dedicated internet interconnect. So in this case, you have a dedicated connection between your data center and Google Cloud. You directly connect. Okay, that is your dedicated interconnect, and this is very expensive. Okay, and you even have partner interconnect. Okay, partner interconnect is similar to carrier peering, but this is direct connect. Okay, they have partners. This is also partner. They have partners from where you connect to the partner, our local partner of Google Cloud, and you connect to the Google Cloud. Okay, so out of these, okay, one of them has SLA. Okay, one of them we can have SLA, which can be, can you say, okay, I'm telling you, see, this is VPN. Okay, this is direct connect, direct peering. Okay, direct peering means you peer your networks. Okay, now this VPN, okay, is through internet. Okay, this is through the partner. This is dedicated between you and your data center and Google Cloud. This is through the partner interconnect. Okay, so one of them can have SLA or has SLA. Which one? Can you tell me? Which one has SLA? Can you guess? Navin, Siva? Sorry?
Carrier.
Career. Okay, you said career. And what about Siva?
Partner interconnect.
Okay, both of you are wrong. When you make an agreement with Google Cloud, okay, so when can you give SLA? If you have dedicated connection, okay.
Okay, yes.
If you don't have dedicated connection, how can you give SLA? How can Google Cloud give SLA for partner interconnect? No. Carrier peering, this is also through partner. No. Direct peering, okay. Your say this one network may go down. Okay, network may go down. So in dedicated, what you have is the connection is always available. You can have an SLA. Okay. So in others, you cannot. Okay. You may have selection at in IP, this IPsec VPN. Okay. But that is only through the internet. Okay. That SLA is not countable. But dedicated means you can give SLA. Yes. If our dedicated interconnection will be always available 99.97% like that. Okay, so dedicated connect, they will say which one can have SLA, that is dedicated interconnect. Okay, now IPsec VPN. Okay, this is cloud router to make connection dynamic, uses cloud router. Okay, uh, lets other networks and Google BBC exchange route information over the VPN using the broader gateway. Okay, this is a BGP. They may ask, not always the best option because of security concerns or bandwidth reliability. Okay, because your network internet may be slow at the time. Okay, so it is no reliability, so cannot give SLA. Direct peering, okay, puts a router in the same public data center as a Google point of presence. Okay, so you'll have a router in the POP, okay, point of presence in direct peering, and uses a router to exchange the traffic between them. Okay, so this is also it's kind of say directly connecting to Google Cloud. Okay, more than 100 Google points of presence around the world. Okay, so this one also you cannot give any say any SLA. Okay, carrier peering gives direct access from an on-premise network through a service provider's network. I already said not covered by Google SLA label. SLA. Direct interconnect, see, allows for one or more direct private connections to Google. Okay, so can be covered by up to 99.99 SLA. Okay, connections can be backed up by a VPN. So what you can do, you can have a dedicated interconnect and you can have VPN also. Okay, VPN also. So what this will give you, redundant say connectivity as well as highly available, say not highly available, dedicated connection. Okay, so if this connection fails, you still have the VPN. Okay, so exam could be like this, like you have a dedicated interconnect, and how can which other option can be used to backup, that is VPN. Partner interconnect, okay, already said, usually for data center is in a physical location that can't reach dedicated interconnect co-location facility. Okay, useful if the data needs warrant an entire 10 gigabytes per second connection. Okay, if it doesn't require this much, don't want not required this much, can be configured to say support mission critical applications or application that can tolerate some downtime, can be covered up to 99.99 SLA. So partner interconnect also, okay, can have 99.99 SLA, but normally when you say SLA and you are given options, okay, and if partner interconnect is also there and dedicated also is there, you can select dedicated. But if multiple choice, okay, multiple choice and multiple, say you have to select multiple. Okay, not a single choice, then select both dedicated and partner. Okay, so this is all about VPC and compute engine. Okay, now let's go to storage. Wait, how much time have we done? 3 to 4, yeah, 4. Okay, we have done 1 hour 5 minutes. How much time I have? Okay, I still have time. Okay, now GCP is data storage option. Actually, we are all revising. Okay, but I'll send this to you all, and do remember this is all from Google Cloud, say training trainers. Okay, for preparation for the ACE. If you know all this, okay, whatever I've said, if you know all this, you'll pass. Okay, so data in the Google Cloud, okay, they can be data can be structured, unstructured, transactional, relational. We already know all about this. Okay, data can come in any format. Okay, So they can be sent to Google Cloud. Okay, and they are stored in the Google Cloud. Now Google Cloud has many storage options. Okay, cloud storage. Just see the figure. Okay, cloud storage is like this. Cloud SQL is like this. Cloud Spanner is like this. Okay, cloud storage, file storage is like this. Cloud big table is like this. Okay, we have done all this, but here what we'll be doing, we'll be learning the things that may come in the exam. Okay, the points. Object storage, okay, is different than file storage and block storage. Okay, so in object storage, okay, you store directly, you store the files. Okay, in block storage, okay, you are storing in say blocks. Okay, in file storage, you are storing the files. Okay, in object storage, you are directly storing the different types of objects. Okay, and actually file storage and object storage may look similar. Okay, but no. Okay, this is Google managed. Okay, and this file storage you have to create and manage yourself. Okay, you create, and after that you mount it and manage yourself. We did that mounting of the file storage, correct? Okay, and this is the object storage. You can directly upload through internet. This is through VMs. Okay, you can even mount it in your data center, in your VMs in the data center. You need mounting in this. This one is you're attached to the VM instance. This is not attached to the VM instance. This cannot be attached to the VM instance. Okay, this is mounting on the VM instance. Now, the which is the most commonly used storage in the world? Object storage. That is your bucket. Okay, so object storage. Okay, object package format contains, okay, binary form of the actual data itself. Okay, relevant associated metadata. Okay, like when it was created. Okay, like timestamp. Okay, all those information will be there. Type, what type of is it, and global unique identifier. It will be provided a global unique identifier. Okay, now in this cloud storage, okay, this is very important to remember. It is normally stored for storing media, okay, your video, images, and audio. Okay, so in the exam, okay, if they give you these three options and say which is the storage you should use, which is the best storage, then it is the cloud storage. Okay, bucket, bucket. Now this every object, okay, is will have URL to access. Okay, so they will be provided a URL, okay, to access, and that URL can be used anywhere in your, say, anywhere. Okay, so this is the URL. Cloud storage, okay, this Google's object storage product, okay, we already know that, allows customers to store any amount of data and retrieve it to it as soon as needed. Okay, whenever needed, they can say use it. Okay, fully managed scalable service that has wide variety of use cases. Okay, so what are the use cases we'll see? So cloud storage, see website content. Okay, that day I told you you can have a static website, archival and disaster recovery. Okay, you can store your data in the that is cold storage, and restore and use it for disaster recovery. Okay, when there is a disaster recovery, then you can say recover your system from that storage. Direct download, okay, through URL. You can give the URL and it can be directly downloaded from the cloud storage. It has a unique name, okay, and it is located in a geographic location. Okay, so it may be Mumbai, okay, it may be, say, US. Normally you need to select the geographic location, but it will be unique over the world. Okay, so you cannot have a bucket name XYZ, okay, in your account, okay, and XYZ in another people. Now another person cannot use that XYZ again. Okay, so it will be unique for everyone. through for everyone, like from all the buckets in the world, okay, in this cloud storage, it will be unique, okay, and it is put in a geographic location. But what is happening? The same thing is being stored somewhere else in another location, okay, because of for high availability. They are immutable objects. In cloud storage, the objects you cannot modify them. Okay, objects are not edited in the cloud. You download it, you edit it, and you upload it. Okay, so immutable objects, they are immutable. Okay, a new version is created. When you upload, a new version is created if you enable versioning in your bucket. Okay, be careful. Bucket versioning is enabled at the bucket level. Okay, so a new version is created. Okay, when you upload a modified, say, object. Okay, so if you upload, if you download test.txt, you make some changes, you upload it, then it will be a new version, and another version will still be there. Okay, you can go back and see the older version or restore to the older version. Object versioning, we already saw it. Okay, see, you upload one, you download it, modify, and you send it. Okay, that will be, say, version 2, like that. Then version 3. Okay, you can have different versions. Okay, so if you upload for the first time, that object will have version 1. Okay, if you upload again, it will be version 2 will be the active one, and version 1 will be the non-active one. But you can restore up to the version 1. Now your cloud storage, okay, the bucket, okay, it is very secure. What this is showing it is very secure, because whenever you are accessing, okay, you are accessing through SSL, and it is encrypted at the in, in the Google Cloud. Okay, so it is, say, accessed by users through some keys. Okay, and these objects are also encrypted inside the bucket. Okay, or in the Google Cloud. So security is very secure. You can define ACL, okay, on your bucket or on your objects resources on inside your bucket. Okay, so how to define ACL? Okay, you have security plus you can define ACL for this particular user. Okay, you want to give read and write access. Okay, or for this object you want to give read and write access or read only access. Okay, so you can use ACL also. I'll send you another task on storage. At that time, there will be a ACL related, say, activity. Okay, ACL you have to do using GSUtil. You can do from Cloud Console, but here you need to do using GSUtil. So you change the permission, okay, and then you allow it to be accessed by the users. So that will be security plus ACL. Say the property, okay, for most purposes, okay, cloud IAM is sufficient. Okay, inherited from object to the bucket to object, from project to bucket to the object. So you give permission at the project level, okay, and that will go to the bucket level, then object level. If you need finer grained console, then what you do, okay, you define ACLs. Okay, you can create access control list. Okay, so you have the scope. Okay, scope is coming from project. Okay, bucket, and then you can define permission. Okay, so for granular access, you can define scope and permission. Scope is from the project level. Okay, so suppose you say like owner access. Okay, but you can give say you can define ACL to say give read only. Okay, so these two can be given, but whichever is least, that will be applied. Life cycle. Okay, and if your bucket is versioned, okay, you can give examples, okay, to say delete objects older than 365 days. Okay, these are life cycle policies to be defined on the bucket. delete objects created before this date. Okay, keep only 3 months, 3 most recent versions. Okay, because if you don't enable this lifecycle policy, what will happen? Every time you upload, new version will be there, and it can fill your bucket. It not fill your bucket. It can make your bucket larger. Okay, so you define lifecycle policies on the bucket to say to delete objects automatically. Okay, so different types of storage. We have already done this. Let's finish this. Okay, so hot data, okay, is stored in the standard storage. You are lucky that you only have 4 types. If your data is accessed once a month, okay, they will say you have data that is accessed once a month, and they'll give you this option. So it will be nearline. Once every 90 days, cold storage, cold line storage, name as it. Once a year, archive storage. Okay, this is normally for disaster recovery and maybe for say DR related. Okay, this may be for auditing every 90 days. Okay, this may be for reporting purpose. Okay, every 30 days you take the report, you update it, you present the report, and again you upload it back. Okay, so once a month. And if there are say your website accessing this need data every time from this storage, from the cloud storage, then it will be in standard. Okay, frequently used hot data. Okay, these are actually features of all of the say different types of storage, cloud storage options. Okay, all it is same to all. Okay, you got unlimited storage, no minimum object size. Okay, worldwide accessibility and locations. Okay, that means you can store as much as you want, and you don't have minimum limit. It can be 0. World accessibility and locations. Okay, worldwide. Okay, it's global. Okay, low latency and high durability. This storage infrastructure is made in such a way. Okay, cloud storage, it has very low latency and high durability. Okay, durability means the data losing. Okay, the data won't be lost. A uniform experience, so everybody will get the same experience from everywhere. Geo redundancy. Okay, it is put in 2 different or 3 different geographies. Okay, so it is redundant. So if your data is, if one say your AZ goes down or region goes down, is still available from another region. Okay, mostly it is from multiple regions. Okay, so we'll end here and we'll join. Let's take 10 minutes break. Okay, let me see how many more are there. Are you all tired? Are you all tired?
Sorry?
Are you all tired? Are you all tired?
Can we have a tomorrow session?
No, tomorrow no. We can Monday also. Not Monday. We can have on Tuesday. Tuesday, are you all enjoying your holidays? Tuesday is a holiday.
I will connect if you are available.
Okay. And what about Binayak, Tuesday?
Tuesday fine for me, not a problem.
Okay, so let me first stop the share and I will end it.